I'll tell you why Joel Embiid is my front runner for MVP. And why is it that the Sacramento Kings continue to struggle year after year with such amazing talent on the roster? And finally, how you will get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
Hey guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you with another NBA preview and prediction video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day or your evening, whenever you may be watching this, to join us here on YouTube and support us. For those of you who are new to the channel and new to this content, welcome to Enough Said Sports, where we don't do fandom, we do business, where we don't make friends, we make money. Thanks again for taking the time to watch us. If you like this sort of content, please also join us on Patreon. Click the link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports. Get all of our exclusive picks from the NBA, NFL, college football, and we're also adding college basketball alongside of the MLB. So we're really, really excited about all of these things that we're doing. Thank you so much again. Let's get into this matchup. Let's talk about these Sacramento Kings going to play the Philadelphia 76ers there. It's going to be Saturday, January the 29th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on League Pass. Of course, if you're not local to the area of these two basketball teams, the Philadelphia 76ers are favored by 10.5 here, and the total in this one is 220.5. So let's talk about these Sacramento Kings first. Why is it that these guys have been struggling so much over these past few years with all this talent on this team? I mean, you got De'Aaron Fox, you got Harrison Barnes, just to name a few. This team should be significantly better than it is. And I have to point to the general manager position in the management area for this particular team. Seems that they can't find the right person for that position. They've had a few good head coaches come through Sacramento. Luke Walton is a pretty decent coach. Alvin Gentry is coaching them right now, and it seems to really still be struggling with this team. I just have to believe that it's from the management style at the top. There's got to be something internally going on with this team not to allow them to be successful, because it just makes no sense to me with all the talent that they've had in the past and now that the talent that they have now, for them to be in the position that they're in. And year after year, they're just not good. And it's just really, really a shame to see this team struggle the way that they've been struggling and not recover. I just don't know what to say about them other than that. Now, moving on over to the other side, Joel Embiid is playing out of his mind. And I'm going to tell you, to me, he is the MVP front runner right now, and rightfully so. The man is playing out of his mind. He's basically averaging well over 30 points in these past, I'd say, about 20 games or so. And he's just been playing great, man. And even without Ben Simmons, this team looks really, really formidable. If they can go ahead and move Ben Simmons, I think they really need to move Ben Simmons and try to get some kind of compensation for him, because right now he's not giving them anything, obviously, because he's not on the court. And even if he was on the court, he doesn't want to be there. And why would you want to play with a guy that doesn't want to be there? Just makes all the sense in the world for this team's chemistry, for this team's well-being, to lower the price on Ben Simmons, man, and move on. I think Daryl Morey is being a bit hard-headed about this, and I certainly think that this team has got a real chance in the Eastern Conference if they can just move some pieces around, move Ben Simmons and get a couple of extra pieces and push him right over the top. And I think, it's better that if they go ahead and do it sooner than later, so that if whatever they get back for Ben Simmons can incorporate into this basketball team. I've seen several trade scenarios out there. I think there's been a couple good scenarios that they should have, but digress. I still believe Joel Embiid deserves a ton of credit. He's playing really well, seeming to be staying healthy, and it's just really, really impressive on that front for the Philadelphia 76ers. Moving on to the bet in this game. This one here is pretty simple for me, guys. I mean, it's pretty simple and it's pretty cut and dry. Sacramento Kings are struggling all the way across the board in all areas. The Philadelphia 76ers are playing really, really well right now. They do tend to, in games like this, they do kind of scare me a little bit, because they do tend to not cover sometimes when they really should. but I believe that this team is in such a groove right now, and the Sacramento Kings are struggling so much right now that I just can't pass it up. I got to take the Philadelphia 76ers here, minus 10.5, and I'm going to take them with great confidence. I'm going to take them at the minus 10.5. I'm going to take them to win on the money line. So I like that. And I'm going to stay off the total here again. Don't like this total. This game, I believe it will probably go under, but I don't like it. So I'm going to stick with the Philadelphia 76ers minus 10.5, Philadelphia 76ers to win the game. That's what I'm going with, guys. Let me know what you think, Sacramento Kings fans. Let me know. What do you think is wrong with the Sacramento Kings? You guys obviously very closely. I would love to get your thoughts on that. Philadelphia Sixers fans, do you believe your man, Joel Embiid, is in fact the front runner for an MVP? Like to hear your thoughts on that. And as always, guys, please let me know what you think about the pick itself. Thank you so much for taking the time. Again, if you like this sort of content, please join us on Patreon. Click that first link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Sports. And hey, get that age account needs. You guys have a great and wonderful night, and I will talk to you again really soon. Take care.